weeks out from the wedding, which is just, it's wild to say. I literally can't believe it. I don't know where the time has gone. I am getting ready for work. I'm going in to the office for at least the morning, and then at lunchtime I have a Botox appointment. I have always gotten a super minimal amount, if I always, I mean since like last year, of Botox in my forehead. So this whole time I've managed to get away with getting, I think, 12 units in my forehead and 10 between my eyebrows, which I've gone to 2 people. I really like the person I go to now. They've both said like that's basically the smallest amount they've like ever done on someone, because I think it's more typical to get like twice that amount, but I still wanted movement. Like, I'm expressive now. It's actually all like completely worn off, which is fine. I last got it in February and I feel like it never fully kicked in, which was okay. I could have gone back for a touch-up, I just didn't. I also get it in my jaw. I've only gotten it once. That was also back in February, and I have always grinded my teeth at night for, I don't know, I mean, maybe it's been always, but I've at least worn a night guard for 10 years, at least 10 years. So anyway, I get it, and I think there's 3 injection points in my jaw. I got it in February. I loved it. I loved the results. I'm just due for another round, and I could have waited till after the wedding, but with the stress and everything that's coming our way, I'm like, you know what? Let's top it off now. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything in my forehead. I kind of like how expressive I am right now, but I also like how smooth my forehead is when I do have it in terms of like makeup application. So it'll probably be a game time decision, but it'll be, again, a really minimal amount. And luckily, my esthetician, so I go to, for anyone that's keeping track, I go to the same place that I go for facials, which is Emily Rockwell Skin Clinic. If you're local to Wilmington, it's in like the Greenville area. I go there for Botox as well, but I see Gabrielle. She is a nurse practitioner and she is amazing. I mean, the people that they have there like really are the best of the best. I was personally worried, if you've ever moved like from big cities to small towns or suburbs, like you probably know this struggle, but I was just so worried moving first from New York to Philly and then Philly to Delaware that I wouldn't find like any good places to get stuff done, like my hair, my nails, aesthetic services. I was just so worried, and while I still haven't found anywhere to get my hair cut because I need a curly cut, I found an okay nail salon, at least somewhere that's good enough for the wedding, and this place, Emily Rockwell, is better than any place I've tried in any city. So that was just my little preconceived notion about moving to the suburbs. So anyway, gonna finish getting ready for work, gonna head out, then have my little lunchtime Botox appointment. So see you there. So my dress is completely fitted, and at my final fitting, I did try it on with the shapewear and without, and I'm comfortable either way. So I did order some Spanx that I've seen, the brand Spanx that I've seen recommended online a lot for low back dresses, because mine does have a low back. So I'm going to show you the shapewear that I got for my dress, because I think it's like a good solution for anyone with a low back, but I need to decide which Spanx I'm going to keep, because I ordered 2 different styles in 2 different colors. The ones that work with my dress are on the right here, and just for reference, I have them next to like a standard pair of shapewear that's one kind of height all the way around the waist. These are the Skims low back shorts, like slimming shorts or whatever. Honestly, like they have some boning on the hips here, but other than that, There's really not a ton of support, which is why I'm okay skipping the shapewear entirely, but you can see it curves down. I ordered a medium. It fits me perfectly, but there's not a ton of support. Now, what I ordered from Spanx are two different thongs with some like support on the waistband. This is the undetectable, which I've heard a lot about. And then this is the everyday shaping thong, I think is what it's called. They're both a similar shape, but I think I'm probably going to return this. I also got both of these in white, but this one is laser cut and seamless, front and back, whereas this one is cotton and it does have seams. It looks super comfortable, but I don't think it's going to work under my dress unless I wear it under my shapewear, which I really think would be overkill. So I think I'm probably going to keep this, maybe even get a second one in this color because it would work well under what I'm going to wear to the rehearsal dinner as well. We've ordered so many things to try for our wedding week because we have like several events. And I told Jason, and he agrees with me, that I want all of our returns done by the time we leave, because we do have some friends coming to stay and watch our dog while we're gone, and I would like to have a cleaning service come deep clean our house before we leave so that not only our friends are comfortable here, but we come back to a clean house. So I'm going to decide today what I'm keeping and what I'm returning, and then bring the others to whatever postal service or shipping service they need to go to. We are going to do a good old-fashioned haul for all the wedding related things that we've gotten in the mail the last week or so, because it's a lot. So let's just get into it. First, I got getting ready PJs for my mom and I. So the day of the wedding, the only people getting their makeup done are myself, my mom, and our officiant. It's just kind of a gift I wanted to give to our officiant. They're one of my really good friends. I don't know if Shane is watching this. Hey. So they're getting their makeup done as well. So anyway, my mom and I are probably going to be hanging out in the bridal suite / couple's cottage for most of the morning together. So I went on Eberge, I think that's how you say the brand's name, and I got us a PJ set because, the whole point of me sharing the thing about the makeup is that I wanted us to have something that buttons up so that we don't have to pull anything over our heads after we get our makeup done. So I got my mom this nice, like super rich emerald color. It'll look real, she's a redhead. It's gonna look so nice on her. So my parents are coming over on Sunday. I'm gonna give that to her. And I feel bad because the only gift wrap I have right now is a Coach box. So I'm just gonna have to tell her right off the bat, I'm sorry, this is not from Coach, not this time. And then for myself, I got this like powder blue color, and it's accented with navy on the top and the bottom. So excited for those. Honestly, it's funny, my fiance and I are so different. When we're just like around the house all day, he's worked from home for himself for maybe 10 years at this point, because he's a photographer, and he's one of those people who will like still fully like shower and get dressed in like jeans for the day, even though he's just staying at home. I love a lounge set, so I will definitely be getting a lot of use out of these after the fact. That's kind of one of the tenets of our wedding, is we're not going to get anything just for the day. Even my wedding dress, I have plans to reuse it. That will be revealed later. So anyway, speaking of that, this is maybe what I'm most excited about, even though all these things are very exciting. I got us monogrammed boat and tote bags. I think I'm going to use mine as my personal item because we have to fly to our wedding, and my carry-on will be my dress. So I got mine. They're both the size medium with the long straps. I got natural, and Jason got navy. He just got his initials, which fun fact, are also my initials. At least they will be when I change my last name. We basically have the same middle name, which is interesting. That was an interesting coincidence. And mine says Mrs. Moody in the taupe script. I thought this was so just like neutral and cool. And then for myself, I also got the little zip pouch to just like organize my electronics and stuff, whatever I need to carry on. So very excited about those. Next, you might have seen, if you watched my last video, I shared that I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wear a claw clip on my wedding day because it feels like me and it's how I like to wear my hair, half back in a claw clip. So I decided I would get something a little bit nicer and support a small business at the same time. So you may have seen the brand Cove Essentials, Kov, on TikTok. Their videos with them like stomping on their hair clips always go viral, and people are like, show you doing jumping jacks on the hair clip or whatever, and it basically just shows how durable they are. As you can see, I got a few. These, the brown, I can't remember the colors, I'm sorry, but the brown ones, like one of them is called Mocha, I think. These are something I will wear, you know, kind of every day. This is a good size for me for a half back, and this is a good size if I want to wear all of my hair back in a clip. I'm thinking about growing my hair out after the wedding. I'm kind of gonna do the opposite of the typical like post-wedding chop because my hair is very short. So I got some blue and then a white, obviously. This one I just thought was cute again for a half back, and it was a sail style. Wow, these are like the jaws of life. That's intense. Definitely not what I'm used to, but in a good way. So I thought this blue one was super pretty, maybe for the welcome dinner. Also possible that I'll wear the day of. And then this is from their bridal collection. So I got a little J. I was thinking about getting an M because that's going to be my new last name, but I don't know. I just went with the J. So, and I got it in gold. They also have the option to get the letter in silver, I believe. So yeah, these are super pretty. They're supposed to be very, very durable. I love that the brand makes their clips in so many different sizes. So, you know, people with all thicknesses of hair, or if you have braids or locks or anything like that, everyone can kind of find something that works for them. So yeah, the brand is Cove Essentials. This last thing I'm going to show you is like low-key kind of breaking news, and you'll see. So if you follow me on TikTok, you saw that months and months ago, I think back in November, I went to my jeweler's last chance sale at Emily Chelsea, and I got a thick cigar band. Actually, let me go get it. So I got this cigar band that is almost 8 millimeters. It is chunky. I love this ring so much. Not saying I don't love it, but I've been kind of test driving it with my engagement ring, and unfortunately I have small fingers. Mine are like 4.5 to 4 3/4, and my engagement ring with this band was too much on my finger. Very sad. So I am gonna just wear it on my right hand, which is what I have it on now. And I kind of went back to the drawing board in regards to my wedding band, and I went on Etsy because I needed something relatively fast. This was like a few weeks ago that I realized this. And I decided to go a completely different direction. And I was just kind of like brainstorming. I'm like, what's something that's not just like a simple thin gold band? Because it's a classic, beautiful look. It's just not me. And I was like, you know what? Let me look up Jason's birthstone. I know that mine's a diamond, and his is an emerald, which is such a beautiful stone. And I was like, what if I can find eternity or like, you know, half eternity bands in each of our birthstones, so that it can kind of symbolize both of us. So I found 2 jewelers on Etsy. So I found a half eternity channel set baguette diamond band from Furco's Fine Jewelry. And then I was searching for emerald bands, and I found this maker based out of New York. Her name is Jackie, who makes, I might have to turn you around for this, hold on. So the bottom one is a super thin, dainty diamond baguette channel set, half eternity. And then the top one, this maker on Etsy, her shop name is NY Fine Jewelry. It does not stand for New York. It stands for something else, but she is based out of Long Island. She helped me like measure my engagement ring to make a custom fit gap band for my engagement ring. So it's 3 emeralds on each side. I think they're lab grown. And everything is set in 14 karat yellow gold. It does feel super weird to have rings that are from a jeweler other than Emily Chelsea, because at this point I'm like pretty much decked out in Emily Chelsea, but I love what I found. And again, I needed something kind of on the faster side. So I think it's unique. It's me. I mean, not everyone's gonna like kind of the styles that I went with, and that's okay. It's funny like how much people on the internet care about other people's like fashion choices, because I've gotten like a weird amount of heat for like having a moissanite ring and whatever. So anyway, I'm super excited about them. I thought it was special to have something that, you know, was unique to us as a couple with the birthstone. So that was a lot. That is my haul of wedding things for the week, I hope. I don't think I have anything else coming. I just got a workout in on my lunch, and later today, in like an hour actually, am going to get my nails done. My last like trial run before my wedding nails. I can't believe it. I think I'm just gonna get bubble bath and see if I like something super neutral like that. At this point, like I've had acrylics for so long that I'm a little bit like, should I just cut them off and do like a short, like rounded square, like something super natural? But I think I'm just gonna stick with what I know, keep the almond shape acrylics, and try bubble bath, see if I like it better than the French, and then make my decision. Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday. It's somewhere around 8 o'clock. Had to get up somewhat early today for a Saturday anyway, for me on a Saturday, because I'm getting my hair cut. I have curly hair. I have a really hard time finding people that I trust to cut my hair, because salons will either like turn you away because you have curly hair and they don't have anyone trained to cut curly hair, or they do it anyway and they butcher it. So there's a place in Philadelphia that I go to called Fringe Salon. If you're familiar with South Philly, it's in the Bach building, that big like old school, and I love them there. But if you've ever gotten your hair cut as a curly hair person, you know that you have to show up with your hair freshly styled. And also we're like probably an hour drive from Philly, depending on traffic. My hair takes a long time to dry, so I just washed it, styled it in the shower like I normally do, and I'm plopping it now in this little hair wrap. I needed to get the ball rolling this morning. Must be something about the holiday weekend, but parking in South Philly today was suspiciously easy. What I usually ask for when I get my hair cut is, it's kind of at an awkward length right now. I like to either have it like maybe an inch shorter than this or much longer. I think I am gonna grow my hair out a little bit after the wedding. I feel like people usually do like a post-wedding chop, and I'm like, let me grow this baby out a little bit. So I'm gonna ask for maybe, I don't know, an inch taken off, and then my bangs are completely gone at this point. I mean, not completely, that's a bit dramatic, but they're so shaggy. They have no shape to them. And the pieces are kind of getting like lost in my face framing pieces. But speaking of that, I have a hard time getting the person who cuts my hair to like make my bangs go like this rather than just straight across. So I'm gonna ask for a ton of layers. We'll see. I said earlier that I love this salon, and I do, but I had a really amazing first haircut there, and then ever since then, like each time I've been slightly less happy. with it. And I am gonna do a half back for my wedding, and I feel like with curls especially, you can hide any kind of haircut in a half back, so it should be fine. But I personally have a really hard time being like picky, like, and pushing back when I don't like a service that I've gotten done, so wish me luck. All right, I'm home from my haircut, living my little French bob dreams. I am going to run to the gym. It closes in 2 hours because it's already 3 p.m. But Jason is out running his own errands. I want to really prioritize my workouts leading up to the wedding, not because I'm trying to look any certain way, but just because it makes me feel good and it's such a stress reliever for me. So I'm really just trying to stay on top of that. I love my haircut. They style it a little bit differently than I typically do, but I feel like that's the case every time like anyone gets their haircut. It looks different than, like, it's styled differently than like the person does it themselves at home. So anyway, I'm going to the gym. See ya. Listen, if no one ever watches any of my videos again, I don't blame you, because I basically just forgot to record the rest of my week last week. So I did end up getting the smallest dose of Botox in my forehead. My esthetician Gab suggested to do that if I wanted to maintain like the smoothness of my skin for makeup purposes. So that was on Wednesday. It is now the following Monday, and it's pretty much kicked in. The master Botox is like a little harder to tell when it's kicked in. I don't think it's fully kicked in yet, but I will be able to tell when it has, because like when I clamp down my jaw, I won't really be able to feel the muscle as much. Yesterday, I did send off our place cards to the printer. Once we print all of our paper goods, I'll show you. We basically just got a template from Etsy and edited it. We just wanted something simple. Also, I don't think I showed you my nails, so I'll give you kind of a good view of that. I think I like them. If we got married tomorrow and these are my nails, I like wouldn't be upset, but they're a little too pink for me, I think. And yeah, that was the week last week. I'm having like a lot of irritation on my skin. I talked about that in a TikTok if you care to go see, but I've kind of reached the point where like I didn't diet or exercise a certain way for the wedding, but I have been so nervous just about the way my skin and my hair are gonna look on the day that I'm like, as of today, we're 3 weeks out, and I'm so excited to not have to think about this anymore and just like be worried about what my skin is gonna look like the day of my wedding when I wake up. And anyway, I'm definitely getting my period, so this was like kind of a rough week to make wedding decisions and think about things, which is good because now we're 3 weeks out, so I should be in a good place period-wise for the wedding. So that was the week. If you watched, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week for everything that we did 3 weeks out. It's game time. We're getting there.